Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to design this beautiful signet ring. I'm going to show you how to make the onyx and how to put the detail on the side. It's a very nice ring, not hard to design, and I hope you follow along. Let's dive in. Okay, so we're going to make this ring size 9. And we're going to do the offset 2.5 millimeters. We're going to click OK. On this plane, we're going to do the top. Let's make one rectangle. We're going to make this rectangle 14 by 9. Let's OK it. And I want to offset 0.5 millimeters out there. So now from this inside, let's chamfer about 1.3. That's good. And we're gonna chamfer this one also. Let's see if it's gonna be the same. For this one, 1.6. All right, so let's get out of here. And now we're gonna control down, click both curves, and we're going to extrude 2 millimeters for this one, so you can have a nice onyx. When the person is going to cut the onyx, they will have enough material to use. And we're going to do 14 yellow. Click OK. Now here we're going to round the corners just a little bit. Let's do 0.2 and control down, and you're going to get the curves. 0.2, a little bit, see, looks nicer. 0.2, control down, and you're going to get the curves from the inside. You could do this in one pass, okay? Do the inside and outside, but sometimes this tool is very picky, and when it doesn't work, this whole shape is going to turn black. So if that's the case, it happens to you, you just undo over here and do a less than, let's say if you try 0.5, didn't work, go less and less, and eventually it's going to work for you. Okay, so now we're going to use this tool here, the Signet ring, the advanced ring. For this tool, the reason I like to work with this tool, because it gives you a lot of control. Okay, so let's go back here. You're gonna get this plane, and you're gonna design one shape for the front and then one shape for the side. So let's do the front first. Over here, the reason I'm doing higher, because I'm gonna cut up to here, and everything that's from here up, we're gonna cut. So let's do this shape. Put the points, and then we move them nicely. Over here, doesn't matter how high and low you do it, but over here, let me zoom in. This curve has to be right on this curve here, okay? Because this is gonna determine how the shank is gonna, the ring is gonna behave or gonna look after. So you do that, and then fix here. I believe I want to make a little bit bigger this side. As I always tell you guys, designing is very personal. You know, sometimes I see my design looking like this and it's pleasant for me. You might like another shape, another, you know, bigger here, or your client wants certain way. But I think for us now it's good enough. And over here, to be very fast, if you want to decide how big you want here, just get one curve, click here and over there, and you read here. And you're going to see there that this curve is 1.36. So for a signet ring for men, I think it's good enough because, again, you have to count on shrinkage, polishing, grinding inside when they are finishing the ring. So if you do sharp here, let's say, if you want to finish your product with 1.2 millimeters, I will leave some material here to, after all said and done, it comes close to 1.2. Okay, so this much for me, it's good. Let's go back. And now we're gonna get this side view and I'm gonna design the shape for the side view. Over here, you can go close, doesn't need to be sharp, but again, when you get to here, it needs to be right on the line. We fix that. And I believe around here. Over here doesn't need to be very, very sharp also. You can go really close. This, I want to be right there. Let's take a little bit. Let me see where my curve is. It's over here. All right. I'm gonna open a little bit. There. I think it's good. If it's not, we come back and fix it. We click OK. We get out of here. Now, this is going to be the shape of our ring. You click the ring size, come over here on the ring builder. We click, we decided already for 14. I'm gonna click front view, the curve that we just made. Side view, click over here, click on the hand and the curve that we just made. And then on the second tab, you come over here and you have an option. If we were doing a stone here, we'd get a stone shape. We're doing a curve, so we're going to select the curve, come over here, and we want the outside curve. And click OK. And that's our ring. So, okay, now we have our ring done. We're going to cut this top. Gonna come over here, and you're going to cut along Z. And we're going to make just a little over because we don't want faces being flat to each other, because usually you get problems when you are boolean. So over here you see delete here and keep here. If I change this tab, you're gonna see that the position changed. So sometimes you get right away what you want, but if it doesn't, you just change over here, okay? And you're gonna delete the top, delete it. Very nice. Now, this tool to make the ring, it's beautiful, but what I don't like is this bottom. Over here, if you don't mind, sometimes because you are doing the casting, you're gonna do the sprue here, the support, and then this is gonna disappear. But I wanna show you, if you don't wanna do and leave like this, I'm gonna show you what to do to clean up, okay? So you're gonna come over here and we're gonna cut this bottom about here, and you're gonna keep both sides because I wanted this to be my reference, okay? So you cut it, come over here, freeze. Now we're gonna do projection. So on this plane, we're going to make a curve right in here because I like this shape. I just don't like the base, but I like this shape. So let's move there. I think it's nice. And go out. Now, first I'm gonna get the curves that I need. Oh, actually, since we are here in this, let's make the base. No, I'm not gonna make the base. I'm gonna use the same from here. I'll show you. Let's hide this. And you're gonna get the curves from both sides. Control down here. When you are getting the curves from extracting curves, be careful with little corners like this. This is not that little, you can see, but sometimes you get a tiny, tiny, tiny curve that's separate, and then you're gonna try to do your shape and doesn't work for you. That's because you didn't get the whole shape, the whole curves, okay? So hopefully you got all of them. If you didn't, you go back. And let's get from this side also. Control down. And we got everything. We got this. Yeah. We got everything. All right. Now, I want this shape to follow. So I'm going to get this and I'm going to move to the bottom. 90 degrees. Move over here. Right there. And over here. Good. Let me bring again this and freeze so I know exactly how big we want this. I'm gonna unkeep ratio about here. And let's see, sides. About there. Okay. Now, I wanna make a curve here that we're going to project on. We're gonna do both sides on this face, okay? So have the face, let's hide for now. On this plane, you get a curve to project on that face. Let's fix nice. All right, that's good. Let's get out of here. We're gonna get the same curve, move, passing by our face, our extrusion. Passing by, it doesn't matter how much you pass by, okay? You click OK. Now we're going to project this curve over here. You get the curve, projection, bring it that way in our face here. Click on, and there it is. Let's hide this one and this one. And I want to hide also this one. So now we're going to make a mirror to the other side, and you're going to make a loft. We click Control down this shape, this one, and this one. Come over here in loft, create a single surface. Come over here in the second tab, optional guide, Control down plus we do this one and this one, and click OK. And see this, it's very clean, very nice, much better than that other mess up way, right? All right, so now let's hide those curves. There we go. Now guys, let's boolean this. There we go. Now guys, there's a way to make this hollow, especially now with the gold and the price it is. Everything has to be uh, everything that you design, you have to always consider weight. It doesn't matter if you design a beautiful piece that's very heavy, you're not going to have success with that. So if we do the traditional way, which is to get a moving tool, keep original, and you shrink this and click OK. Now you freeze this, double click on that one, and you come over here. As you see here, I can uncheck ratio, and you see when I click here, you can see that even though I move things around and everything to be, nice, you're always going to see that one part gets bigger than the other, thicker than the other, especially on the side view, okay? You're going to see here, here's a thicker, here's thinner. I personally don't like that. So if you don't mind doing this, do it. But I'm going to show you another way to be precise, okay? So let's delete this. Bring back this. So to be precise, you're going to make another ring, but you're going to make smaller than this one. So you make sure that everything is perfect and everything is one thickness throughout the ring, okay? So you double click on the front view and you're going to offset this 0.6. 0.6 is enough for you to have a nice ring, not too heavy. You can go even 0.7 if you want. Let's go 0.7, okay? And click OK. When you do offset, always check, because you see it created a lot of points. Double check the corners and make sure that you don't have anything that's on top of each other. Just clean up a little bit to make sure that when you are doing the ring, you don't have problems with booleans or anything. Same thing here, double click, and we're gonna offset also 0.7, it's there for us. Let's check, see, that's what I'm talking about. If you have a curve like this, it's not gonna work for you with anything. So you come over here, you cut that corner, and we cut that corner, a razor. You have everything good. If you wanna check a curve, come over here on Doctor Curve, and you're gonna see it's closed, there's no self intersection and no superposed points, okay? And if you find any of this, if you have a open, if it's open here, it's closed here, you fix whatever problem you have, you fix it. Let's get out of here. And now we're gonna make one size smaller for our ring inside. Now we have all the curves. Let's freeze this. And you're gonna get the smaller size. Come over here. Front view is the inside curve that we just did. Side view, also the inside curve. And for the top, you can use the same that you used before. You don't need to create a new one. It's the outside. See how beautiful? It's exactly everything, everywhere, exactly the same measurement that you did. You click OK. Now, you click the inside again. For the top, you're gonna cut in Z direction. Delete there. And we're gonna cut also Z the bottom. And we're gonna delete this part. So keep the other side and delete. And over here, guys, this is a simple shape that you could even, if you want it, I don't do it, but if you want to, you can do the first way I did. But when you have a ring that maybe, you know, this shape here, and you're going to get a situation that you have a ring like that, and you're going to see that when you shrink, it's a mess. It's a mess. So if you do this way, no matter what shape of ring, you always can get a perfect 0.5, 0.6, whatever thickness you want, you're gonna get perfect throughout the ring, okay? So now let's bring this, and you're gonna get the outside, control down, inside, come over here in Boolean, and take it out. Look how beautiful, clean. And if you think that's take too long, no. When you are really good and you make this second ring without even noticing, it's really fast. Okay. Now let's hide those curves. We don't need them anymore for now. Now I want to put a nice detail on the side. Okay. So we're gonna come over here and you're gonna do an offset. Let's do sketch, and we're going to sketch something like this. We're going to do the horse. Gonna follow, oops, I'm going to follow the shape of the side. Again, you do whatever shape you like here, just showing you how you do it, and then you create your own thing. I think that's good. You get out of here. Now we're gonna get the ring. I'm gonna come over here. There's a crop and punch tool. I'm gonna click the curve that you just made, and we're going to keep both sides. Okay, click over here, and done. Now you see that you have the ring and you have the cut that you just made. I want to offset this a little bit. So we get over here, bring inside, and we're going to uncheck keep ratio and bring inside a little bit. I think that's enough. But you cannot just do that. We need to make this a little bigger so we don't have problems with casting and when you are bullying anything. So you're gonna make bigger in this way and that way. I think that's good enough. You click OK. Let's bring this shape. So now you see that you did that, but over here, it's one thing that you can use in your advantage because it's also nice if you leave just like that, you know. But that's not what I'm going for right now. I want this whole thing being the same offset. So we click on the offset, come over here in this taper tool, and you're gonna get the top, and you're gonna taper just enough to be the same right there. See, very nice, very fast, beautiful. Now let's hide this, and we're going to bring a picture that we're going to make to put on the side. For here, guys, you can do a picture as a reference, any picture that you want. In this case, I got on Pinterest and I looked for a horse free. Always get free uh, vectors, okay? Don't use people's things. Don't get in trouble with that. It's not worth it. So there's a lot of free stuff there. I'm gonna click that horse that I saved on my desktop. Okay. So let's bring out, and on this little dot, we're gonna make sizing. Over here, for transparency, you can do a lot less, more. I think this is good enough for us to see both shapes, both pictures. So we're here a little more. Let's put up a little. I think that's good. Maybe a little bigger. That's nice. And click OK. Now, in the same plane, I'm gonna click the sketch, and you're gonna make the line, the curve falling out the outside of the horse. Okay, I'm gonna hide. Let me freeze this picture first, because see, if I wanna click anything on the background and this is not frozen, it's in my way. So now I can click there. Let's hide this for now. Click the curve, and you're going to do all the way. Doesn't need to be precise because you can fix that after. All the way. I'm gonna speed up this so it doesn't get boring for you, because this is the whole thing the same. Okay. All right. We have all the curve that we need. And now you just click on it and you start fixing as close as you can to the original shape. And this, guys, you're gonna do for a lot of things, all different pictures that you wanna bring, maybe a little flower, a heart, a different heart. Nameplates you do like this. You can get names, or you can design your own letters, and you bring like I did, and you do the lines all around, and it's very, very easy to do. Takes a little time, but again, not rushing. We're learning, and we are artists, and you cannot rush art. You keep going all the way. Okay, I'm not gonna do this whole thing. I'm gonna speed up. So I'll meet you guys back soon. All right, guys, we're back. So it's looking nice. Let's get out of here. And I'm gonna hide. We don't need that horse anymore. And from this shape, we're going to make a extrusion. We're gonna make both size and big because we're gonna bring this over here and make an intersection. So let's click OK. Now we're gonna bring the crop and punch that we did, the taper. So I'm gonna rename this because I don't wanna confuse shapes. Rename, let's do that. Side offset. Okay. Now we're gonna make a copy of that. Keep original. Okay. And we're going to hide the side offset. Let's keep that away. Now we're gonna bring this horse over here, and we need this shape. Let me hide for you. We need this shape being in both sides, okay? It's a little tight. It's okay, but I just want to show you, if was not enough, you don't need to go back and do anything. The whole thing again, you just go like that, okay? So now we have that. We click the horse, the offset, come over here in Boolean and do this, which is intersection. And you're gonna get the horse and the shape where the both shapes intersect. That's what you have. I love that tool. It's very, very useful. So let's bring everything back. Let's bring back. And now we get the little horse. Bring a little bit out. About there. When you're doing this moving shapes, always make sure that the shape is nicely inside of the shape where is in, okay? Like that, because you don't want something like that. If you don't see that they are deep inside, you're gonna have problems, okay? So over here, we're gonna go like that, and that's good. So now let's bring this offset back, and the horse, we're gonna make a mirror, but I don't want the horses looking both the same direction. So I'm gonna mirror this again this way, and we're gonna hide the one that's looking to this way. So now one look here and another one back there. Very nice. And I want this to be white gold in case you have to show your client white gold. Okay, very nice, looking good. Let's hide this one. Now we just need to put the stone on top and you are good. About here. Yeah, if it's not, we do smaller, but I think that's good enough. And I want to make about this position. You notice that I made and I centered, right? Let me go back. I made, and if you do like this, you're gonna see that when this point has to be here in the center. So you center here, okay? And we move about there. So now I want to use this and this and move and keep original. Let's move this way. And I'm gonna make another one so you do this faster. Let's put over there. Keep original. And for this one, I'm gonna cut just the center. We're gonna get the eraser and clean up. And for this one, we're gonna have just the onyx. So we clean up the inside. Beautiful. Come over here on the lace and we close all of them in one. See, out connection. You do all at once. Or if you don't have, or you don't want to do out correction, you can shift down, click one by one, and then you have the whole curves closed. Okay. Now on this one, we're gonna bring air. Nice. And for this one, you're gonna bring down. This is our onyx. Very good. And let's get out. For the center, we made this 2 millimeters. Let's do this 2 millimeters. I'm sorry, I have to change the color. 2 millimeters is going to be too much. Let's make up to here. Nice. Oh no, a little bigger, a little taller. There. Okay, and now we're going to get the onyx. Shift, control down. You got the onyx. And you're going to do up to here. And we're going to use the plastics black. Nice. Let's bring the ring out. And yeah, guys, that's it. Look how beautiful. The whole thing, perfect. Not too heavy ring. I'm not going to take the weight because we learned that already. You know, not going to take that time to do it. But look, a beautiful ring, easy to make. Let's hide this and enjoy our work. So over here, you can do any shape you want with the lines, the curves around. And look how clean inside. Very nice. Well, guys, that's all for me today. If you are to the end with me, thank you for being here. It's a very nice, very fast to do, and we get great results with it. So thank you very much. Keep designing, and that's all for me today. Bye, guys.